You're watching TelecomTV from the SDN World Congress event in The Hague. And I'm joined now by Ken Cavanaugh, who is Director of Business Development at Metaswitch. Ken, good to see you on TelecomTV again.
Thanks, Harry.
Can you tell me, how long has Metaswitch and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise and Intel been in their NFV-focused partnership?
Yeah, we've been really one of the first vendors to join the HP's OpenNFV partner program. It's probably been over 2 years, more than 2 years now. And we joined the Intel network builders about the same time. So we've been working with them, over that time. But in the last 6 months, we've really focused on getting the full certifications and really putting together what we announced on Monday, this pre-integrated type of solution.
And how do you benefit from participation in ecosystems, like you mentioned, the network builders and the OpenNFV?
So Metaswitch, we have probably 800 carriers today, but relative size-wise, we're small and there's a lot going on in NFV. And so, I see two real benefits in participating in these programs. One is that just the visibility in terms of what we're doing in NFV, and the second thing is really, it's the solutions that you're trying to build and drive to really help the carriers. And so by working with Intel and HP, we're able to actually bring these full solutions together, really to accelerate and just help them be more competitive more quickly.
Now here at SDN World Congress this week, as you said, you've announced a pre-integrated IMS solution that's built on HPE's Helion OpenStack platform. What benefits does such a solution bring to service providers?
The primary one is speed to market. I mean, you've got customers. NFV is it's not a trivial thing, particularly for carriers. It's a real change to their business. And by working closely with HPE, we're actually be able to bring this, package it, pre-validate it, test it, and so it gives them a running start, really, to get started and really getting these services into production.
So the benefit is speed, but what differentiates this virtual IMS solution from other competitive offerings?
So it's the cloud-native nature of our virtual IMS. So our solution is based on our open source cloud-native Clearwater core. And this is a solution that's really been designed from the ground up to run on commodity hardware for public and hybrid or private clouds. It's a lot different than the solutions that you traditionally see from your regular telephony, your TEMS. Today's IMS solutions are more monolithic code that's been ported on to run and virtualize, but it doesn't run really or take advantage of the benefits that you have in a virtualized NFV environment. So from a cloud native, it's things like basically being able to elastically scale without any limits, be able to decompose it into like containers, so it's much easier to orchestrate. And then also we're using a lot of open source technologies. So leveraging that relative to, which is what the carriers are looking to do.
Now we hear a lot about telco cloud at the moment. How does this solution help service providers transition towards a telco cloud?
Well, from a telco cloud, it's really, and the cloud native is a big part of that there. But really from their standpoint is by pre-packaging the whole solution, we're basically able to facilitate them getting the stuff up and running and getting hands-on experience on it and getting it in production quickly. They've been working with NFV for a number of years here, and I think with HP and ourselves are really one of the leaders and have lots of lessons learned and working closely with these carriers to make these things happen. So by pre-packaging it, we're really bringing a lot of that knowledge there, really to facilitate they're getting these services out and start the process of virtualizing their network.
And a final question for you. Why is openness so important to the deployment and evolution of NFV within communication service providers' networks?
So the landscape's changed, right? So they're competing with over-the-top vendors like Facebook and your Google, Microsoft, Skype for Business. These type of services are built on a cloud type of architectures, and they know this is where they need to go. And so we're basically, with Clearwater, for example, leveraging these open source technologies, being able to plug in, pick, VNFs off of the shelf, and get them running rapidly through NFV Director, and quickly put services out there so they can actually compete with these over-the-top players.
Great. Well, Ken, thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, no problem. Great. Thanks, Guy.